In this video, we will complete a visual analysis and comparison of two works. The first artwork will be the Coronation of the Virgin with Angels and Four Saints by Neri de' Bicci, which we viewed at the Walters Art Museum in Baltimore City. It will be compared to Giotto's Madonna Enthroned.
Both of these works represent very powerful religious tones, depicting the relationship between Jesus and Mary as well as stylistic parallels.
Both of these paintings are from a Renaissance time period. Giotto's from the Proto-Renaissance and de' Bicci's from the 15th century Renaissance. Jesus and Mary are both depicted as the sole focus of the painting, with many of the angels and saints turning their attention towards them. They also use tempera on wood as part of their materials.
Similarly, these works were both displayed in Catholic churches as altarpieces during a time when Catholicism was the primary religion of Italy. The size of these artworks were also quite large. Giotto's is around 10 feet and de' Bicci's is around 12 feet. The large sizes might suggest that these paintings are of utmost importance.
They also appear to be influenced by the Byzantine art style, as noticed by the golden circular halos and the Virgin Mary as a humanized version of the idealized depiction in the Middle Ages.
That is a good point. However, there are some noticeable differences, such as the time period these paintings were created. They were completed approximately 150 years apart, and Giotto's was made during the Proto-Renaissance and de' Bicci's from the 15th century Renaissance.
Also, the humanized version of the Virgin Mary is depicted in different ways. In Giotto's version, the Virgin's hair and body are noticeable underneath her blue robe, with her chest somewhat visible underneath her white shirt, and she carries the infant Christ on her lap.
But in de' Bicci's version, you can see all of her hair underneath the clear veil, and her body is more noticeable as light and shadow is used to depict Mary in a kneeling position with her head on Christ's lap.
Another difference is how the angels and saints are depicted. Bicci depicts St. John the Baptist as an emaciated middle-aged man, while St. Augustus, his mother Monica, and St. Nicholas of Bari are depicted in modern religious clothing. The angels encircle around Jesus and Mary each have similar facial expressions, but different colored robes and wigs. But in Giotto's painting, the angels and saints flank Mary and Christ on the left and right side of the painting.
That's a good observation, but what I see is that the depictions of Christ are quite different. They are both depicted as wise and all-knowing, but Giotto's Jesus is still only an infant who needs his mother to guide him in the world. Bicci's Jesus has already passed on, but appears to guide his own mother into the kingdom of heaven by crowning her as eternal Queen of Heaven.
And you can see that they are each depicted as the sole focus, but de' Bicci's large golden circle with invisible crowns and throne emphasize their significance in the Catholic religion. It also emphasizes their holiness, since the priest would be the only one to view the painting up close and be able to see the painting for itself. The churchgoers would not have the holy privilege to see it for themselves.
But in Giotto's, Mary and Jesus are appearing in hierarchical scale. They are much larger than the angels and saints around them, and they sit on a visible throne with grisaille patterns that have the appearance of marble. They are each representations of space.
Great observations. Therefore, we can conclude that these works of art depict Renaissance humanistic ideals and show a natural side of Mary, Jesus, in depicting their relationship.
Thanks for watching.